So as you can see from the front of this Toyota Hilux, it doesn't look too bad at all. In my opinion, I think it's very neat looking with all of these sleek body lines going all around, especially with this iconic 3-bar grille. I think it looks really nice. There is a little bit of the fake grille over there which is up here, but the rest is real, which is quite nice to see. Also over here you do have some more bars and they're all real, there's no fake, which is quite nice in my opinion. Since this is a commercial vehicle, you do have your non-color coded bumper, as this is the most lowest spec, the base model Hilux single cab that you can get in 2020. And as you can see, it doesn't have the spotlights, but it does sit pretty high to the ground. So talking about the lights of this car does have standard halogen lights. It's nothing too special. Let me show you them. This is the normal daytime running lights, the park lights, the headlights, the brights, the indicators with the lights, and the indicators without the lights. So as you can see, the lights are pretty good for its class. They are a bit better compared to the Isuzu KB250 that I have reviewed. I am planning on comparing the two, so stay tuned. And yeah, I think it's a quite nice looking front. I think it's like one of the better looking single cab commercial vehicles. You also do have a nice body line that flows over here to match over here on the grille, and the body line continues on the grille all the way down there and ends on this bumper. I think it looks quite nice. I think it's a nice design choice by Toyota. So as you can see, right when I open up the bonnet on this Toyota Hilux, it is held by a stick, which is pretty standard, pretty basic. It is also carpeted in here, which is quite refreshing to see, especially the engine cover. A commercial vehicle with an engine cover is always a bonus, as it just makes the car feel like less inexpensive. I think it looks quite nice. So let us begin. So this specific one is a 2.4 GD, which has a 2.4 litre turbocharged 4-cylinder diesel engine, which produces 110 kilowatts or 148 brake horsepower. This car also produces 400 newton meters of torque, which I think is a great number considering it's only a 4-cylinder engine. This car goes 0 to 100 kilometers in a sprinty 13.2 seconds, and this car's top speed is 170 kilometers or 106 miles. Not that bad actually. So this car is a rear-wheel drive, but you can also get the 4x4 variant, which is the all-wheel drive. So for the fuel economy of this car, it would average about 8 liters per 100 kilometers on the city, and on a highway it can go as low as 6.5 liters per 100 kilometers. But just remember, fuel economy is measured by the way you drive. I think it's quite a good number considering it's only a single cab bakkie that weighs 1.9 tons literally. So the towing specs of this car, if you are towing something that has a brake, it can tow 3.2 tons or 7,055 pounds. Much better, nearly double as much as that Isuzu KB250 can tow. I have reviewed that Isuzu KB250, so if you haven't watched it, I would really appreciate it if you do check it out. If the trailer you're towing has no brake, it can only tow 750 kilograms or 1,653 pounds. So this specific one is the base. It comes in a 5-speed manual, but you can also get a 6-speed manual on the more higher tier options. So now talking about the CO2 emissions, this car outputs 174 grams a kilometer, which is not that bad at all. So finally, this car retails at $13,594 in America, 226,000 rand in South Africa, and in Europe 13,153 euros. So is this asking price still worth for a 2-year-old vehicle? Wait until the further part of you so you can see this car is right for you, or should you go for other competitors like the Isuzu KB250. So this is the back of this Toyota Hilux, and as you can see, it does look pretty neat. Since this is the base, you don't have any side steps over here, so it is quite hard to get over here, like inside the bed. So you do have your third brake lights over here. It is not located over there like most competitors, and you also do have your Hilux badging right over here. You also do have a nice exhaust right over there and some lights for your number plates. So you also do have two hooks over here, which is for your tonneau cover, and also you can also fit an aftermarket one like this one has fitted over there for an aftermarket tonneau cover. So the lights, same as the front, nothing too special, just the standard lights. Let me show you them. This normal daytime running lights, the tail lights, the brake lights with the lights, the indicators with the lights, the indicators without the lights, and the brake lights without the lights, and finally the reverse lights. So as you can see, pretty nice. So also this tailgate does open like that. It's not like the other Hiluxes which have a handle here. This is pretty standard for commercial vehicles. Nearly all commercial vehicles I have reviewed has it, like that Isuzu right next to me. So let me open them up. Hopefully this one does have strings, like that Isuzu does not have strings. Let's see. Right. Something cool about these Hiluxes is they're not held with a string. It's actually held with proper metal bars, which is pretty refreshing, pretty nice, pretty strong. You can sit on it, do whatever you need on it. So it is rubberized, but something that I don't find really nice is that inside you don't have any like big hooks, so you can hook up some things, but you do have like some inserts like there and there for metal piece for like a tonneau cover or something, but you don't have any hooks so you can hook up your luggage for them to not slide around. So that's something you do need to bear in mind, and there's literally like nothing to secure your load. It's all free for all, but you do have a nice seat over here, which is your wheel well. So talking about the windscreen at the back here, this is a smash and grab windscreen. It's not heated or anything like that, so it's pretty normal for these commercial vehicles. So this is the interior of this Toyota Hilux, and as you can see, I do have my windows rolled down because this 5% tint really does not let any light in here, so you guys would not see much. So yeah, these tints are crazy. So let us begin with the center console. As you can see, you do have your hazard switch and your two AC vents with your digital clock right above it, and you do have a place where you can put a radio. Further down we go, we do have our AC controls, and even further down we go, we do have a row of blank switches with one cigarette lighter. So yeah, pretty normal for these type of cars to not have air conditioning. This one does not have air conditioning. So let me talk to you about the AC. It's fully manually operated. For the air circulation, you have 4 fan speeds, and you don't know the temperature you're in, as it is only a blue and a red line. You can also adjust where the air is coming from, the outside or from the inside, with this little lever. So pretty old school. Then this is the other part of the center console. As you can see, you do have your place where you can put some things. You have your 5-speed manual gearbox, and you also do have your nice handbrake right over there. I kind of like this gear lever. It's quite comfortable. I think it's like the perfect size in my opinion, but everyone's different, but I think this is like the perfect size. Also, you have a nice rubber cover over here. So yeah, it is pretty nice, not just like a stick like other commercial vehicles at this price range. Now this is the driver's side, and as you can see, you do have your 2 analog dials with your temperature and fuel gauge right below them. So you have also a little digital display which does display your odometer, your trip A, trip B, and that's all. So it only displays 3 things in your memory. It's quite nice, I think so. Then this is the steering wheel. As you can see, the steering wheel has been used a lot, so it does cape in quite a lot of dirt as it is worn out. It does not have any buttons. However, this car does have 2 airbags, which is really nice, because like, let's say the Isuzu does not have any airbags, or other commercial vehicles, they do cut costs on safety, literally. You also do have a hooter button right over there for your airbag. But yeah, either than that, this steering wheel is quite good for what it really is, a commercial vehicle. Then these are the stalks of this car. On the left hand side, this is for your wipers, and on the right hand side is for your lights and indicators. So pretty normal, pretty standard, pretty basic. Then this is the other part of the driver's side. As you can see, you do have an AC vent right over there with your button where you can circulate how far up or down the light is, and then you also do have your bonnet and fuel tank lever right below that. So yeah, there's not many like complicated things in this interior, but it is pretty well built. It feels comfortable. So now these are the door panels. As you can see, you do have a plastic door handle right over there, electric windows for the front passengers, central locking, and then you also do have a speaker and some storage. You also have electric mirrors, which is really nice to see, because other competitors don't even have mirrors where you can adjust the mirror. Like, that's Isuzu. Literally, you cannot adjust the mirror, but this one you can, which is quite refreshing to see. This is the passenger side. As you can see, you do have a nice AC vent right over there, and you also do have a split cubby hole. As you can see, this is how the cubby holes are. It does open up with the bonnet, with the, not a bonnet, with the button. I don't know what I'm saying today, but yeah, there's nothing much in there. It's just a cubby hole made for storing things. So now talking about the seats of this car, this is leatherette seats, which is vegan leather. They are perforated, which does help with the breathing, so you can sit here for longer periods without sweating much. They are fully manually operated. By manually operated, I mean they can go forwards and backwards, and they can recline. And the further forward you go, the more you can recline. So yeah, if you are tall, then you cannot recline much, but you cannot put the seat up or down, which is pretty standard for cars at this price range. So if you are shorter, you either need a booster seat or a pillow. So up over here, you do have your lights, which does also go on with your door, and you also do have your padded storage for sunglasses, and you also do have your day and night mirror right over there. So then these are the sun visors of this car. You do have a sleeve for the driver's one, and then you just have a blank one for your passenger. They don't have mirrors, but both the driver and passenger do get handles, which is quite nice. So you can drive around holding the handle. Talking about the quality, please don't get fooled by this dashboard stitching, or over here the stitching. It's all plastic, it's all for show. This is not any type of material. It's just pure plastic with fake stitching, so you do need to bear that in mind. Same over here. So the only non-plastic thing is literally the seats and the steering wheel over here. That's all. The rest is full plastic, and also over here it's not plastic, it's padded over here. But yeah, the rest is just full plastic. So this car does not have carpets, it has rubber. And yeah, this rubber is noticeably good quality compared to other competitors, as it does not wear out that much. You also do have some plastic over here. So this is the side of this Toyota Hilux single cab, and as you can see, it is pretty nice, especially with these tinted smash and grab windows. This is 5% tint. Doesn't let any light in, doesn't let anything out. Literally, you cannot even see inside the glass even if you do that. So let us begin with the brakes and tires. This car does have 15-inch steelies with drums at the back and discs at the front. Pretty standard for most cars at this price range, and especially for buckies at this price range. Even more expensive buckies like the Ranger still has drums at the back and discs at the front. so you're not missing much. Since this is the base, you do get your black plastic non-color coded handles and mirror caps, and your indicators are located right over there. You can also see that very good looking plastic bumper right over there with your nice tint over here. I think the tint on the headlights really transform the look. It matches with the plastic over here. I think it's quite nice. So you do have some hooks over here, and a positive is that your fuel tank does lock with the vehicle, so it is a positive. The ride height is pretty good. I think it's much better compared to the Isuzu right behind me, but yeah, it is quite nice. You also do have an antenna over there, and yeah, you also do have some mud flaps over there. I've never actually talked about mud flaps in my reviews before, but yeah, it has the Hilux texting, has everything you need, and also you have nice body lines over here which does match over there. But yeah, other than that, it is quite nice, which leads me to my opinion of this car. My opinion is, I think this is one of the greatest commercial vehicles you can get at this price range. Actually, it is the greatest because it's good value for money. It is very nice to drive. It feels powerful, it's comfortable to drive, and it's not hard to drive like that Isuzu right behind me. Also, this car, you can find them for a little bit lower price, but they're mostly going very high in price because they're very good cars, that's why. But yeah, other than that, they're bulletproof and they're quite good. So let me put the Young Car Wiz score on the screen so you can see the scores that I gave this car. So as you can see on my Young Car Wiz scores, this car has scored a very impressive, well-deserved 53 out of 100. You may pause the video so you can see the full scores that I gave this car. So finally, if you have stayed to this far of the video, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to smash the subscribe button, like button, and turn on post notifications so you never miss an upcoming video like this. What is your thoughts on this car? I would love to know your opinion down in the comment section below. So have a great day as always, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye. Coming up next on Young Car Wiz, I will be reviewing this 2018 Isuzu KB250D Max, so stay tuned.